I got 5 American Girl dolls back from the American Girl doll hospital. Let's open them up. So I just got in the mail today 5 American Girl dolls back from the American Girl doll hospital. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with people in my area, but recently in the tri-state area, a lot of people have actually been getting rid of their American Girl dolls. And with that, I have gotten some really great deals on dolls that honestly were just such great deals that I was like, why wouldn't I want to have a double of this doll in my collection? And to be honest, I just definitely took advantage of the fact that there are a lot of people getting rid of their American Girl dolls. I will insert clips of what these dolls looked like before I sent them in. So without further ado, I want to show you guys the dolls that I have and their before when I was sending them in. The whole process that I do, if I even have that clipped, I don't know, I filmed it forever ago. But moral of the story is that I have 5 I just put up 10. I have 5 American Girl dolls back from the American Girl Hospital. This is one of the biggest doll hospital orders I've ever done, I'm pretty sure. But I did also send in a bunch of other dolls separately. If you send in an American Girl doll, like if you put them all in one order, they will all come back together. So if you have like a create your own doll in an order that you put together, they will wait until that create your own doll is back before sending in the entire shipment. So I did send in a create your own doll. I sent in 2 other dolls and another doll. Like there's like 4 other dolls that I'm waiting for. And then I even have 3 other dolls that I am gonna send to the American Girl doll hospital. Like I don't know what's wrong with me. All I know is that lately I have been like getting these dolls really inexpensive. And I just decided like, you know what? Let's just get some dolls back from the doll hospital. I know you guys love these videos, so yeah. Anyway, here is a clip of me a couple of weeks ago, I think like a month ago now, having these dolls shipped off. Okay, hi you guys. Okay, so this is a couple of weeks back, depending on when you are viewing this video. But here I have the 3 girlies, well actually 4 or 5 girlies. I'm gonna show you guys these dolls first. So the first doll I'm sending in is Miss Luciana. She, you guys, is a just hot mess express. If you guys can see her, she just has a million shine marks all over her face, and she is just giving not the quality that I want, obviously, for my American Girl dolls. She just looks like she's been through it. But yeah, ton of shine marks. Her hair is a mess. She still has the like old eyes, like the white back eyes. It's very frustrating. But yeah, that's Luciana. She has a ton of shine marks. Her body is fair. A lot of these things they can just take off with like a magic eraser. I'm just really lazy. But yeah, that is Miss Luciana. We have a Kaye right here. Her head is actually about to like fully come off, but she's like moderately fine. She just has a lot of shine marks and her head is not connected to her body. So I hope American Girl can just fix that and call it a day. But she's a little hot mess express. Yeah, that's pretty much her. Then we have Miss Tenny, whose hair has been shedding since, you know, I got her in the lot. And her hair is pretty much, you know, really thin now. Again, her face is full of shine marks. You can kind of see them. And she just is not at the caliber that I want. But I do want like another Tenny. Like I already have Tenny, Luciana, and Kaye. I actually have like another Kaye at my parents' house, and also another Luciana and another Tenny. But these are the ones that I want to have here in New York, just because I got them all in a lot forever ago, and now I actually want to like, you know, turn them into the doll hospital and like use them, and the doll hospital will definitely like clean them up and everything, and they're each getting new heads. Okay, and then we have these 2 disasters in here. Now I'm putting them in a separate bag and other stuff because these dolls reek of cigarette smoke, and like no shade to anyone that smokes, but like these dolls have definitely been through it. I paid $40 for both of these dolls. This is Caroline. Look at how matted and straight her hair is. I don't know if you guys realize this. First of all, it smells crazy in here. It smells like cigarette smoke. No shade to anyone that smokes, like I said before, but like it literally reeks of cigarette smoke. They're getting full advanced care and repair. I'll basically be getting brand new Caroline and Sage dolls, but I don't know if you guys can see this, but like I don't even want to touch her. I'm holding her by her like, what is it called, the plastic wrap. But her eye won't even open. There's marker on her eye. Her wig is thin. Like, you guys don't even realize like how hard someone has to play with a doll and how hard they have to brush for them to have the doll's hair this straight. They probably tried straightening it a bunch of stuff, but she is dirty beyond belief. She looks crazy. And she just needs a prayer. And she is dirty, 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 disgusting. And I mean, like, I'm not trying to be mean whatsoever. I'm sure whoever loved this doll loved her with their whole heart. But she's just giving scary. And there's just marking everywhere. So I'm paying for the advanced care and repair. So that's great for her. I don't even want to place her back in here, but hold on. And then this is Sage. Again, wig is thinning. Her face is dirty. So dirty. There's a marker over here. Her entire body is just like so dirty. So dirty. There's no saving this doll whatsoever. So again, not trying to be a judgmental Judy, but like these dolls have definitely been through it. And I just feel like I need to save them. Yeah, but I will essentially be getting a brand new Sage and a brand new Caroline for the amount that I'm paying. The advanced care basically is just getting a new doll with the head, torso, and all that changed out, because this doll again and that Caroline doll like reek of cigarette smoke, and they smell crazy. So I have them in a separate bag because I don't want the smell to stay with the other girls. Because I know that summer for the doll hospital is crazy. But yeah, that is Sage. Isn't she just lovely, ladies and gentlemen? She looks just so lovely. But yeah, that's her. But yeah, this is how I'm packaging them up. All 5 of them will be coming back to me when they're finished, but I'm literally just going to close the flap, duct tape it, and then put the packing slip and call it a day. But yeah, that is how these dolls look before I send them to the doll hospital. So here is the big, ginormous box that they came in. I'm gonna open this. Ooh. I'm gonna open this over here. And then we're just going to grab box by box, because if I try to in any way, shape, or form, like, you know, do it on camera, it's going to look crazy just because the box is so big. But of course, there's like 5 American Girl dolls in here. And like I said before, they wait until all of them are ready before shipping them back. And I knew that all these dolls, like, there was no back order for them or anything, because they're all not create your own dolls. They're like a mix of dolls. But I'm excited for you guys to see what these dolls look like nice and like completely redone. So my scissors, if you can hear it. There are so many packing peanuts. I'm already annoyed with American Girl for doing this, because now of course I have a big mess. So opening this up, there are a lot of packing peanuts over here. I'm just grabbing in, but this is gonna be so annoying. Okay. So here we have our first girly. There are so many packing peanuts. American Girl, I love you so much. Find a new way. I don't know how, but just do it. Here is the first doll back from the American Girl Care Center. Sorry. I don't know who's in here. Let us open it up and see who is in here. Okay, so this is Kaylee. So I had a Kaylee doll in my possession that I just didn't know what to do with, and she was kind of like really not the most attractive looking doll. And I was like, you know what? Let me just get her sent into the doll hospital. So let us see. Oh, I forgot that they do this. Okay. They still put the elastics around the feet, which I love. Here is the card. It says American Girl Care Center on the back. It says big hugs. I keep them in the plastic because I'm not trying to like have a million of these just like laying around. Okay. There she is. It says Kaylee Hopkins, Dr. Johnson. So cute. I keep these now, and I'm going to start like scrapbooking them or something, or try to figure out something with them. But that is her. I'm going to look at her now and make sure that she is like A-okay. Okay. So here is a close-up of her. As you guys can see, she is super adorable. Just such a cutie patootie. Brown eyes. Yeah, she's like fine. I don't think that she looks crazy. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna take off her hairnet. What I've noticed with some of the doll hospital dolls is that their hair is really, really, really short. Like for Mia and Kaylee and someone else, I'm trying to think of who, but their hair just feels always so like short. And I don't know if it's the way that they like produce the wigs for dolls that are retired. Like they think that like no one's gonna notice, but For me, since I have an original Mia and I have an original like Kaylee, I feel like this doll for sure has a much shorter wig than the one that was like available in 2003. I'm probably gonna keep her braids in for a while and see what I end up doing. But yeah, her hair feels a lot shorter. And as you guys can see, she has like a really weird like bend over here that I'm gonna have to brush out. But she's a cutie patootie. I'm really, really happy with her. I think that she looks absolutely amazing. And I'm very happy with Kaylee Hopkins. But that is the first girly, Miss Kaylee Hopkins, back from the doll hospital. Doesn't she look amazing? I just got her a new head and they like assembled her back into a body with that they like, of course, like cleaned and whatever. So I'm gonna actually just sit her over here next to Miss Raquel Reyes over there. So here we have Miss Caroline. Okay. This one is one that has been a topic of conversation lately because the Carolines now have the new classic mold and they all kind of look a little spooky dooky and a little crazy. I don't know if you guys can see this, but they gave her the new classic mold and she just doesn't look like Caroline anymore. She just looks so like, I don't know, it's just very much giving like buccal fat removal in the face. The whole look of her is just not Caroline that I know. I actually have a Caroline here that I will show you guys, but this is a Caroline that I will like actually like take to the American Girl store, all of that fun stuff. But just removing her from the packaging. It says right here, Caroline Abbott, Dr. Johnson. Good job, girly. Or boy, if you're a boy. But that is the certificate. There is also another little big hugs card. Throwing that over there. And the biggest thing that I want to see is definitely her hair, because this doesn't look like a lot of hair, you guys. And I'm nervous. But she also got an entirely new body, an entirely new head. Wow. These are so atrocious. Love American Girl so much. They need to figure it out with Caroline. Actually, let me not speak anything into existence, because knowing them, instead of fixing the problem, they'll just like stop producing the heads. But let me pull up a original Caroline. Do you guys see what I'm saying? So this is an original Caroline. I don't really like her because her eyes are kind of wonky for me, but you can literally tell looking at them that they are very different. They just look so different in my opinion. The wig on this one is definitely a lot thinner. The classic mold versus the new classic mold is very different. They're just not on the same playing field whatsoever. But yeah, the biggest thing is definitely their wigs. If you can see that, like longer, shorter. Even if I fluff these up and curl them up, it's gonna be shorter. The curls on this one are definitely more so like squiggles than they are curls. And I know that the manufacturer for them definitely like, I don't know, it's just so different. She just looks very like wide awake. She's very much like, you know, very much kind of giving surprised look. I have no problem with messing with this one's curls, but this original Caroline that I got forever ago, I'm probably gonna keep her and like let her just live and breathe in my collection. I was gonna sell her, but now that I know that the Carolines are looking like this and looking a little like spooked to be in your collection, I'm probably not gonna sell her. Also, she does have an entirely new body because she was one of the ones that was just not perfect at all. She also like, I'm pretty sure I remember her like reeking of cigarette smoke. And, you know, you can smoke cigarettes on your own time, but not around, you know, my American Girl dolls if they're coming into my space. Like, that's just something that I personally am not a big fan of. But yeah, she is fine. I definitely have to play around with her hair a lot because she's got a lot of like weirdness around her hair. But yeah, she's fine. I mean, do you guys see that? It's like, well, first of all, okay, let's get into it. Okay. I was about to like freak out because I was like, why is that hair so layered? Okay. Anyway, I'm done playing with her. She definitely, if you have a Caroline that's like in pretty good condition and she has like a shine mark or two, I would try your absolute hardest to work with her as opposed to sending her to the doll hospital, because if you send her into the doll hospital, she will come back looking just super duper shocked to see you. That's all I'm going to say about her. Honestly, I kind of forgot who I have here, so I'm just going to pick at random now. So here's the third one. Okay, so Luciana. She is one that I had zero intentions of sending to the doll hospital. However, mine back at home has the old eyes, like the white back eyes. And so I wanted one with like the newer eyes, like the original eyes. Let me just look at her and see if she is perfect. Yeah, she'll do. She's fine. I don't know if you guys can see that, but she's pretty much a-okay. I know Luciana wasn't a fan favorite to people, so, you know, whatever. But she is a really easy doll to take care of, so I think she's a great first doll. Luciana Vega. Dr. Johnson, if you're watching this, thank you so much. You're doing a great job so far. A+. Because you picked some good dolls so far. This is definitely the original doll I sent in because she did have a ton of shine marks all over her, and they do clean the bodies from what I remember, but that really didn't matter to me because I don't really look at their bodies like that. But let us take this hairnet off so I can see what we got working with her hair. Because I know that Luciana has that really annoying bang, and I want to see what they ended up doing for future ones. Again, why does her hair just feel so short? Like, was Luciana's wig really this short? I can tell that they definitely went ahead and like reproduced some of these dolls. Like, they definitely have gotten rid of a lot of the inventory of the Lucianas because even the bang feels really thin. And it feels very much just not as like fluffy and huge as it did back in her year. The one thing I will give Luciana is that her like bang was obnoxious, and they definitely like made it so much more subtle. Or maybe it's just the fact that mine is like really in there, but like now it just kind of like looks like a really bad like side bang haircut. Because I remember that my Luciana, she had like an actual like featherness to her. This one definitely has more of a blended bang to her. I don't know if you guys can kind of see that, but her bang is definitely like, I don't know, something about it is just definitely a little bit more, yeah, I don't know. It's not as fluffy. Also, the like purple streak in her hair is just like kind of there. I may have to like play around with her a little bit more, but yeah, that is Miss Luciana Vega. If the lighting is weird on this, you guys, I'm so sorry. I have been trying my hardest to not use a ring light because I noticed that the ring light kind of gives a really like, it has that like ring light effect to it, and I hate it, and I'm trying to create something with a little bit more subtlety because even when I watch my videos, I get a little annoyed by the ring light because it reflects so weirdly. So I'm trying to use just a different setting of lighting. So if it looks crazy, please let me know. But anyway, here is the next one. I do not know who is in this one either. Okay, so Tenny. This is Tenny Grant, aka Taylor Swift for American Girl. Okay, so here's the issue. And I'm gonna open her up so that way you guys can see it, because I kind of can't maneuver her the way that I need to. She has her left eye bigger than her right eye. Dr. Johnson, I will have to make a phone call because she's great. She is. She really is great. I can see why you would think that it's symmetrical, but unfortunately, I don't know if you guys can see that. Her left eye, well, yeah, her right eye, sorry, is bigger than her left one. Pause that and tell me I am crazy. But this eye over here is smaller than her left eye. Do we see that? Am I crazy? Tell me I'm crazy. I don't know. But yeah, Tenny, I may just like leave it because I'm like, ugh, am I really about to make a big deal out of this? But also I am just like kind of annoying about these things. So I'm going to try my hardest to get over it, but I may also just send her back. To go to FedEx these days is a whole process. Okay, you can tell that they still have Tennies because the hair for her is crazy. And usually with Tenny's, from what I remember, they had really thick, gorgeous, yeah, this is definitely like an original Tenny, because this wig is so thick and gorgeous. So who knows? I may not even send it back. I don't know. If I can make a phone call to American Girl, I'll do it. But like, I think that the left eye is so much smaller than the right eye. I mean, the right eye is so much smaller than the right eye. You kind of can't tell me otherwise. I'm sorry. Am I crazy? I feel like I look a little crazy in saying that, but you let me know. That's Tenny. You can tell it's her because her hands give her away. She has that very specific like strumming look to her. But yeah, I probably will call American Girl tomorrow, but the eye sockets are definitely uneven. But good try. I definitely would say that. So that means that the last one has to be Miss Sage Copeland. Now I actually did send in a Sage forever ago. And I don't know if I did an unboxing for that one, but I did send one in and I loved her. So let's see how we do with this one. Okay, so here she is. And she, of course, has her earrings in. Let's get her out of here. I'm not even gonna look at her face because I'm gonna try my hardest to not look at them too hard. But again, Dr. Johnson, Sage Copeland, Girl of the Year 2013, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Oh, she's like perfect. Something about her though is a little like, are you good, girl? Why do you look so like round? Am I crazy or is she just looks so like round in the face? Like a little smushed in. I don't know. Something about her just gives that aura. Anyway, maybe it's just me being crazy. It's late at night. I'm like trying to figure this out. Here is her hairstyle that like really isn't even like in there. So, okay. There's so many thoughts that I have on this doll. So first of all, she's really like round in the face, which is like fine. A-okay. Love that for you, girl. But the hairstyle, what is up with this braid? This is definitely like not giving. I'm like confused. Yeah, I don't know. Something about her just looks off. But this hairstyle is definitely like all kinds of wrong. Do you see that? It's just so like, what is that? I don't know. I feel like I'm being too picky. I do like her. I'm not gonna return this one because she does look really like chunky in the face, and I think she looks really cute. Let me grab this Sage and see if we can do a comparison. So here is a Sage that I got from the doll hospital forever ago, and she was like perfectly fine. I don't know if you guys can see this, but like you can kind of tell that the two of them look kind of different. Why is Miss Girl on the left here just giving like round-faced diva? And this one over here, like her face is round, yes, but something about them just looks so drastically different. I feel like I've been looking at American Girl dolls all day today, but like something about them looks so different. Maybe it's the hair, that her hair is like up in a hairstyle, but yeah. This is also like what you get when you take down her hair. I'm gonna take out her hair because this braid is definitely not it. And it's not even a braid. It's not even a twist. It's not even the idea of something. It's just like a suggestion of Sage's original hairstyle, which is actually a fairly easy hairstyle to do. Yeah, like that's not even a curl. Anyone that has an original Sage knows that the hair on her is so... Are you joking? Hold on. This cannot be real. This cannot be a real American Girl doll. Hold on. Okay, so I officially hate this doll's wig. If you have a Sage, do not send her in because very clearly whatever inventory that they got going on is just a suggestion of a curl. It used to be some sort of like wave to her, but like very clearly, ladies and gentlemen, there is a drastic difference between this thing and this thing. Miss Thing here has a like cute little beach wave going on. Miss Thing over here, I don't know what her deal is, to be honest. I don't know if it was just the fact that I got one that was kind of like not giving, but like this is a huge no for me. Looking at it, it just really upsets me because I'm like, oh, she's so gorgeous. I don't want a sage though with straight hair. I was like thinking about it, I was like, what if I straighten her hair? But I may just have to deal with it and like try to like figure something out. But she's like fine, aside from that. But yeah, the wig is not giving. And you kind of like, I know someone's gonna fight me in the comments and be like, oh, it just like the fact that you like brushed it out. No, like this one at least has something going for it. It's just like wavy or whatever. But Sage's hair, when you got her back in 2013, her hair like went into a curl. And anyone that has like an original Sage knows that. But yeah. Anyway, okay. So that's Miss Sage Copeland. So that is all the dolls I have back from the doll hospital. That's 5. Okay, I'm gonna sit them down here. I'm gonna try to. The only one that I really have an issue with is Tenny. Tenny's is a little too aggressive for me, like, not to acknowledge and want to, like, do something about. But I did want to let you guys know that, like, I do think that the doll hospital is great, but just be mindful of the fact that, like, they definitely, obviously, like, manufacture these dolls differently than they did whenever the girls were released. I don't know what corners they cut, whatever. I can tell that the Tennys are still good, but any doll past like Luciana is definitely like not giving what they used to give. And if you have a Caroline, keep her. Don't send her in. If you have a Sage, I wouldn't send it in, because Caroline is definitely not the Caroline that you remember, and she will come at you looking a little like wide-eyed. That's the only way I could describe it, is like she just looks a little psychotic. Kaylee's are fine. Their hair is just really short. I don't know why, but I remember her hair like not being this short. I remember it kind of going up to the top of her butt, but yeah, she's still a cutie patootie though. I'm fine with her. Those are all of the dolls that I got back from the American Girl Doll Hospital. Hopefully the before and after let you guys know like whether or not you guys want to do this. If these things don't bother you, of course send in your dolls, do as you so please, all of that fun stuff. But I'm just here to relay the information to you guys. I probably will call about Miss Girl here because she's beautiful, but her eyes are going to annoy me to the point where I'm not going to want to look at her, touch her, anything, like play with her, any of that. The wig is great though, so I will give them that. And she is stunning, and I love this. I love Tenny. I'm sorry. I think she gets too much hate. But anyway, that's just neither here nor there. Those are all the dolls I got back from the doll hospital. Ugh, this Sage really upsets me. I'm actually really upset about this Sage's hair. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. My name is Chris. You guys can follow me on my Instagram, which is @thedollstudio by Chris. Make sure you guys are following me on my TikTok, which is Chris American Girl. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a lot. And I hope you guys liked this video. Let me know what you guys think of the girlies down below. And I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye, guys.